Good morning and welcome to day 6. We are in Skagway. So today we are going on the train, so it goes up into the mountains. So that's the plan for today. And I'm really sorry, I forgot to do an outro again last night. So last night we went to the wake for dinner and probably had the most amazing filet mignon ever. So Mrs. Wayno absolutely loved it. I loved it. We're going back there again for both lunch and for dinner later on the cruise. So we're just about to get off and make our transport to the train, and then we're going to do that later on today. I've got the grog walk to do. That's going to be interesting. So we'll see how that pans out, but that's this evening. So obviously you'll see some footage of the train and the journey as well. So I will see you all in a bit.
Watch your back, go and park here, please. Hi, Eli.
No, anybody in unit P13. Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Good. You coming up, getting a ride on the lift?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna throw this down here real quick. 1 second here. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, will you, actually I'll do it. I have Laura's phone.
Now, good morning. As we
Scan
want
it
to
down
make sure you're
there.
getting to
I'm going to get these
All right. So we're gonna come around this way. We're just gonna face. Alright, yeah, right there. We're gonna throw this behind you here. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, you're gonna feel a little bit of a jolt. There we go. Alright.
I put the brake on this side.
Okay.
Nice and easy, watch your head.
Left, alright.
including the washrooms and exterior platforms. If you are smoking or vaping, we will have to assume you have caught fire and take the necessary precautions to put you out. The exterior platforms located at the front and back of each train cannot be used within city limits. Please stay inside until the conductor gives approval and I make an announcement. You are free to walk about the inside of your train car. Just please make sure to hold on to something while moving up and about. Now, the most important rule of our train ride is there is absolutely no crossing from car to car. This is for your own safety. The thin metal bridge between the cars is called an apron, and it is not safe to step or stand on. You will see staff crossing from car to car, but this is not an invitation to do so yourselves. Once again, there is no crossing from car to car. Now that we have discussed your safety, I would like to take this time to welcome you aboard the famous White Pass and Yukon Route Railroad, constructed 125 years ago. Today, we will be traveling over 20 miles of narrow gauge track and climbing nearly 3,000 feet in elevation to scale the White Pass summit. Our trip will take about 3 hours, and while our train does briefly cross the Canadian border, we stay on board the entire time, so you do not need your passports. On your seats, you should have found a complimentary copy of our All Aboard magazine on your bench. Well, inside is a map, and you can use this to follow along as we embark from Milepost 0, Skagway, Alaska, to the White Pass Summit at Milepost 20.4. You will see on that map that at the summit, our train will take a loop in the tracks. This loop will turn us around so we can face the opposite direction for our return trip to Skagway. So if you were wondering if you sat on the correct side of the train, the answer is yes. Everyone will see both sides of the train ride today. You will have one side going up and the opposite coming down. During our trip, I will be pointing out some of the scenery and sharing with you some of the history of the White Pass Railroad and Klondike Gold Rush, which spurred its construction. My name is Joe, and I will be your tour guide as I narrate live from the middle of the train. Introducing our train staff, joining us at the front of the train, is Engineer Steinke. We won't be seeing much of him today as he is very busy driving the train. We will, however, be seeing Conductor Kaminsky, who is in charge of our train, and assisting him is Brakeman Lowe. Because this is a fully operational narrow gauge railroad, our trainmen are responsible for ensuring the safety and efficient operation of the train. You will observe them walking through the train in snazzy uniforms as they carry out these important duties. Please keep aisleways clear for them. Now joining me today are two more fabulous tour guides, Abigail and Pim. You will be meeting one of them soon if you haven't already. They are going to come through your cars to greet you and point out a few of our onboard amenities. They are both kind and knowledgeable, so feel free to ask them questions throughout our ride today. Now please note that as I call out scenic viewpoints, it is timed so that everyone on board has a chance to enjoy them. That means folks at the back of the train will get a little extra time to get into position, so be patient and don't worry. The views I point out will still be visible after a nice long minute. Now a great example of this is off to our left. You will see a group of large red buildings surrounded by a network of railroad tracks. These are our maintenance shops where the mechanical side of our operation is managed. This is where we maintain our passenger cars, diesel electric engines, and our singular pride enjoy the number 73 steam locomotive. You will see a dirt road leading to the forested site of the historic Gold Rush Cemetery. Many of Skagway's early residents rest here, brave, adventurous souls who chased fortune and faced hardship during the Klondike Gold Rush. To our right, its weathered headstones quietly tell stories of the past.
Thank you.
Put that next to one of mine.
Thank you.
To the shock and utter dismay of the newly arrived stampeders, the gold they so desperately sought was not in Skagway. The precious metal lay over 600 rugged miles away deep in Canada. But Skagway was the closest deep water harbor, and within months this quiet fjord transformed into a chaotic boomtown of tents, saloons, and supply shops. Now at this time I have important safety announcements concerning the use of the exterior platforms. First, another reminder, there is absolutely no crossing from car to car. Maintain 3 points of contact while moving up and about. Do not lean on any of the chains near the platform. Be mindful of the fact that there are no speakers outside, so please be sure to rotate in and out so that we can share the limited platform space so that everyone has a chance to enjoy them. And finally, please keep a tight grip on any cell phones or cameras. With all that said, the exterior platforms at the front and back of each car are now open, and you can go ahead and step outside for a breath of fresh air. Inspiration Point. Go ahead and look back over your left shoulder and you will catch a glimpse of the Skagway Valley. On a clear day like today, you might even spot the cruise ships docked far below in the harbor, sparkling at a distance of about 12 miles away now. For the stampeders trudging up this brutal trail, this was a rare and welcome reward. Exhausted and weather-beaten, many couldn't help but pause to take it in. A breathtaking reminder of how far they'd come and how far they still had to go. Arrived on the rugged shores of Skagway in 1897. They faced a brutal decision: the lower but longer White Pass Trail or the shorter but steeper Chilkoot. Lured by the promise of using pack animals, thousands of inexperienced stampeders chose right paths. But what they didn't know was that this path, later dubbed Dead Horse Trail, would become a gauntlet of cruelty, chaos, and death. At milepost 17.5, we pass a place still known as Dead Horse Gulch. Clifford Sifton remarked, "The inhumanity which this trail has been witness to, the heartbreak and suffering which so many have undergone cannot be imagined. They certainly cannot be described." and embroidered on the back it says Skagway, Alaska. And on the bill you will see a golden spike. This marked the completion of our entire railroad 125 years ago. It is fully Velcro adjustable, so one size fits all. Again, that hat is $15. You can view this item on the back of your All Aboard magazine. And finally, for anyone feeling hungry, they will have a snack pack available for $5. Our roaming guides will only have these two items with them today. Any other souvenirs you saw in that All Aboard magazine can be found at our depot gift shop back in town. They will only have enough time to come through with these items once. So if you are interested, please let them know as they come through your cars, because they won't be back. They accept credit card only. I repeat, credit card or tap to pay only. And of course, as your friendly roaming tour guides, please don't hesitate to let them know if you have any questions.
Everybody still doing well in here?
Yes, thank you.
Very well.
Its name is not a canal at all. It is actually a fjord and one of the deepest in North America. In fact, the Lynn Canal plunges to depths of over 2,000 feet and stretches nearly 90 miles long, making it one of the longest fjords on the continent and among the largest in the world. tell, but we have just completed our loop. Our train is now facing the opposite direction. Summit Lake is now to our right, and we're heading back towards the border. So on our right, we will see that replica border cabin used by the Northwest Mounted Police, and immediately afterwards, we will see that obelisk marking the border. It stands high atop a rocky ledge, sharply upwards and to our right. Keep in mind that as we make our descent, our
Silly. No, I'm just playing. Alright, thank you.
we will pass several clearings in the trees to our right and be able to spot that wooden trestle bridge that we crossed twice today. Wooden trestles like this one were once common across North America, but very few remain in active railroad use today, making this crossing a rare surviving piece of railroad history.
the ship shuttle, please remain seated and always keep your hands and feet inside the tram until we come to a complete stop at the end of our ride. We hope you enjoy your shuttle ride, courtesy of White Pass and Yukon Route.
Skagway with the sun shining. And the mountain that's right behind the Brilliant Lady, that's called Harding Mountain. It was named after U.S. President Harding, who came to visit Skagway back in 1923. Now, it was a surprise visit, but he still wanted to have a tour of the place, so the undertaker said he could give him a tour around Skagway. Now, that was the very first tour ever here in the state of Alaska, and it still is the longest running tour here in Skagway. Now the mountain across the water, that is called Face Mountain. At this point in time, the face section currently has its head in the clouds. Now this beautiful body of water we've been driving past, it's called the Lynn Canal, and it is one of the longest and deepest fjords in North America. Some sections are so deep you actually can place the Eiffel Tower or even the Empire State Building completely under the water. Now I do recommend just keeping your eyes out there on the waterway. Right now we do have a humpback whale that's been spotted a few times out there. You never know when they'll want to breach or come up in the water, but you never know. You could be up on top having a snack, you can look out the window and be surprised. Alright, we're going over this fun little speed bump. I always call it the mini roller coaster ride. So if you want to put your hands in the air as you head over it, you definitely can. Now some of the resident animals we have here, we have a family of harbor seals that live here year-round. Kind of a cool thing about the harbor seals is that they actually can take naps under the water. I think that's pretty efficient for them. We do have a family of river otters as well that live here. They also not only go into the river, but in the ocean as well. And a unique thing about them is they have to dance to go to the bathroom. I say they're the first to invent the potty dance. And then we have a resident bald eagle. They're a pair, a male and female pair. They've been together for about 10 years now. And it's always fun to see them flying around collecting different things for their nests or to eat as well. And then you might see these white birds flying around with the black dots on their heads. Those are the Arctic terns. The Arctic terns are very protective of their nest. So here in Skagway we have a section they typically nest at, and we keep that fenced off so they can feel safe and also so they don't attack any people walking past. Alright, we're coming to a close. Instead of turning right now, we'll wrap up. You can have a wonderful time there on the Brilliant Lady.
Once we come to a complete stop, we will be exiting on the mountainside. Please follow directions from the guides in the green vests back to your ship. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Skagway today and look forward to serving you in the future.
Especially seeing all the blanking on the names, they're dressing up the cosplay.
Yeah.
All the cosplay, like how people go all out on it.
Yeah.
Really cool. Really cool. All the time and effort they put into it too, like you gotta appreciate it.
Yeah, and some of it is literally like movie authentic. And you're like, wow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wow, that's a long time. Okay, well, there we go. Well, thank you very much, my love. Enjoy. Come on down, come on down. All right, let me hear about that mission. Who are you working with?
Okay, I got Wayne from England.
Oh, lovely to meet you.
And then my card was his go-to karaoke song, which is American something by Elvis.
Trilogy.
Trilogy.
Oh, okay, a little Elvis fan. I see you. Okay, I like it. There you go. And then what is your mission?
Find someone with a unique talent.
Ooh.
So this is Spencer.
Okay.
He's from Alaska.
Ooh.
So he hasn't come far at all, has he?
Hungry, huh?
And he's been quite modest and regarding his talent. And he says that he can fall asleep at the drop of a dime.
Oh, I love
So,
there you are, my
thank you
darling.
very much.
Of course, thank you. Come on in, my friend. Thank you. Hello, my dear. How are you? You're good.
How do we do?
Nah.
Got a little one. That's okay. That's okay. I'll grab your one too. Perfect. Oh, you guys are matching. Look at that. There you go. There's yours. And there's yours.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the drinks, guys. And we don't want to leave this behind.
That's got to document the entire thing, so.
Yes. it's gonna stay somewhere.
I'm gonna head to the next bar. I'll meet you guys there soon.
Don't have to have too much of it because those sort of things give me acid reflux. So I have to be so careful. I work
I know, it's crazy how that works. It's crazy. It's kismet. It's kismet. There you go, my friend. Good job, my friend. Wait, welcome in. Hi.
Move on to round 6. Look at the
From Southampton, the south coast of the UK. Right. I have to create a chart.
Beautiful. Okay. Here we go.
This is Wayne.
Okay.
He's not in pain. Oh. Because he's cruising, not bruising. Oh. I love it. That was beautiful. That was the most beautiful. Wow. I love that. I love that.
You know it's real.
Next.
So
In Pennsylvania.
this is Sarah. She's from Bedford, which is also in the UK.
I love that.
So find someone with the most interesting travel story. So when Sarah was a lot younger, well, no, not a lot younger.
Nice one. 3 years ago. Right, so 2 years, so 2 times. You said 30 years. I think it's still a baby. Right, she's a baby.
She decided to travel to Italy for a year for work. Turned up at this village, no phone, like it was before mobile phones, the internet. So
Right, truly.
yeah, literally. So and like thought, well, actually, I better go and find somewhere to live. Nowhere booked or anything. Just literally turned up, ready for work.
Wow, okay, I like that. Good on you. Okay, did you both get your currency? Yes. Yes, okay, well, good. We're good to know. You can go over to Adriano is. Thank you. That's awesome.
Here we go. Your 10th and final one. Ding dong.
How we do? You got one? And Wayne, you got two?
It's a town in Texas, so that means it's real.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Enjoy. Yeah, you know my
Texas, ding dong, Texas. That's what's part. All right. Those are rounds 5 and 6. Your final rounds up for the win. Go ahead and tally up those points, trade it right back with your neighbor, and give yourselves a round of applause.
Remember that those snacks are always going to be at the social club if you ever want a little snacky. Can we give a big old cheer for the beautiful loose cannon? Alright, we're going to head to our next bar. If you would follow me and make sure that we have resolution.
Let's go. Let's move it. Here we go. Thank you. Up high or down low? There's something about hate. Oh. 2. Well, not first ever. First. for you, Wayne?
Get in there.
Get in there.
Yeah.
What do we think of the first two drinks?
I preferred that one to the first one.
The rubber round?
Yeah. That was nice.
Just in terms of taste?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Okay. Because that one is like, that one is orange. That one's a lot more citrusy than
I think it was more
yeah.
because it was like cream based. The cream based rum one.
Yeah.
So, are we heading over there?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Got a bit of music going. I'm right here with you.
All right.
This one, I believe, is something a little bit different. Check what this drink is. This one is an Alaskan Bees Please. So it's going to be gin, lemon, honey, and winter pear liqueur.
Oh, nice.
So I actually haven't had any winter pear before. Have you had a winter pear before?
No,
We're gonna find something out together.
we are indeed.
Have you met anybody interesting yet?
Everybody.
Everybody? Yeah.
The gentleman I've just been talking to, he had dinner with us at Test Kitchen.
Okay.
So, somebody I sort of knew.
Okay.
So,
Are you part of our social, our solo sailors?
no,
No? Okay.
no, I'm here with my wife.
Okay.
But my wife is disabled as well.
Okay.
She's a bit conscious because she actually walks with a walker. And this isn't really her thing. So
You just come around by yourself.
yeah, my orders were to, when I was done, to grab a couple of pizzas, take them back to the room. So, but I was going to do it on opening night.
It's sold out. This
Well,
event always sells out.
I was
quickly.
so tired. By the time I got on board, I didn't even get a chance to sort of even book it up. I was just like,
Yeah.
so
The
tired.
grog walk does book out very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Because it's only 60 slots.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to do the grog walk, so you need to book it as soon as you get on the ship. And it's usually all of the rockstar sailors who get priority boarding. who
Do it
book
straight away.
First, yeah.
So, but
Personally, I haven't done a grog walk before, but I'm hoping the next ship I go on, I'll be able to do it. Well, they're obviously going to send me home in the next 2 months. Hopefully, I get enough time to maybe come back on a ship or go to a different ship and have a quick little vacation thing. But we'll see where the year leads us. How you feeling? You ready to move?
yep, let's go.
Let's do it. We're going to get you that mission card as well. Whenever you're ready.
We're back again, Wayne.
We are.
So you're Wayne from Littlehampton.
Yeah.
There you go. Chris from Bedford. Brilliant. That's all that sorted. What was your first date story?
Ooh. I could tell you about the first date with my wife.
That'll do. It does say the worst first date
Oh,
story.
worst. Oh, it wasn't the worst. It was probably the best. But
There you go. We'll go. Let's go positive.
Yeah.
Let's go positive. Best first date. That was with your wife.
It wasn't. We were literally set up to blind date.
Nice. Who set you up?
A mutual friend of ours.
Okay. Still a friend?
No. But that's for
Not
another
because of that.
No, not because of that. It's for a different reason. But So literally, she had told her, you need to meet this particular place. She told me exactly the same thing. We knew we were meeting, and we literally turned up. And it was outside a shop. So it wasn't a bar or a restaurant or anything like that.
What shop was it?
It was a paper shop.
A newspaper shop?
Is your wife at your work?
It is, sorry.
How long have you two been together?
We have been together for 30 years. We've been married for 30 years this July. We've been together for 32 years. I know it's like, doesn't it? Oh, really? Longest together?
Yep.
Oh, no, you need to go speak to Melody, the older lady.
She's here with her spouse?
Her spouse. So let's not do that.
Gotta find a couple in the group that's been together a while.
I think it's probably us.
Yeah, it will be. I've been with my wife 20 years, so it wouldn't be that.
Yep, and I have to ask you, what's your secret?
The secret is balance. It's about knowing what's right, what's wrong, who's right and who's wrong. And I always know who's right. That's the secret of our success.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
So we met up and then we just decided to go, jump in the car, found a nice little country pub.
Lovely.
Had a few drinks, and that's pretty much, we've been pretty much inseparable since then.
That's so cute. And that was 20...
We've been together 20 years this year.
Wow.
We've been married for 18.
I was about to say, you've been married for 18.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
And it's like, she's like my best friend, my soulmate.
Oh, that's so cute.
We argue like cat and dog.
Of course, but that's part of it.
Of course it
You
is.
can be honest with each other, you can have it out,
Yeah.
and then you get it done and it blows over.
And we just, we have the same, not the same hobbies, because obviously I think if you have the same hobbies,
You can't do everything together all the time, sure.
but, we get each other, and I think that's probably one of the most important things I think.
Definitely. So what have you got?
Do you have a hidden tattoo?
Do I have a hidden tattoo? No, I don't.
Are you sure?
Well, is this the Wendy joke?
No.
Normally it looks like it says Wendy, but sometimes it says, when you come to Bedford, I hope you have a nice day. What? Too soon? Okay. I don't. Sarah does. That's for... She had chemotherapy, having had breast cancer, and they put a tattoo there and a tattoo there. Oh my goodness. So like two teeny tiny dots. And we keep looking at squidding. It's like, shall we? And it's like, actually, we need to get a temporary one first. Make sure it's not going to completely creep us out forever.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
When I was 21, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease.
Oh wow.
And I had to have, so I've got little dots tattooed across the top and down my chest bone where they had plates on for my radiotherapy. So I get that. And So my life's a bit of a mess, really, health-wise.
I was going to say, you've got it all going on, but you're absorbing it for the rest of the universe.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I appreciate that.
If I can take away some of that, so I was 21. My dad was diagnosed with bowel cancer at the same time.
Oh wow!
So it was a bit traumatic.
Family
So my poor mum and my sister. My sister's 4 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
I had to deal with a lot. Unfortunately, my dad didn't make it, but it's
Well, 1 in 2 people in their lifetime. So really, Dad, you've saved 2 people.
Yeah, and that's it, and that's how I look at it.
Let's go report in.
Let's go and report in.
Where's she got? Oh, she's over there.
Oh, we gotta go this way, have we?
So you're filming the whole thing? Or?
I'm trying to film as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done we did obviously the train and that today. So I've filmed all of that.
Oh, nice.
And I've tried to do it like day by day.
Yeah.
And it's the issue I have is I forget to do an outro at the end of the day. And I keep sort of like So the next morning, I'm like, so we're now on day 6. We're at Skagway.
Vlogging?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm trying to. What I will do is when I obviously get home, I'll edit it all and then upload each day onto YouTube and I'll have 2 versions. So I'll have the YouTube version, and then I'll have like my own version, which will be a lot less edited, and it literally all the raw footage, and so I can show my mum and all that sort of thing. So
I got some the Meta smart glasses.
Oh yeah,
because a friend of ours who's a big photographer, he's got all the cameras, the whole bit, and we were talking about us getting a new phone. Still got my phone. And I'm like, should I get a camera? And he's like, look, the best camera is the one you got on you. He said, so actually, if you can have it on you the whole time, rock and roll. And so these glasses, like, we went out today on the went out to the fjord. And then out to Davidson Lassie.
Yeah.
If you saw something, so like we saw this group of seabirds, just literally click, done.
Yeah.
There's no kind of, get the phone, unlock it, find it, or get it out and shoot the whole bit. And of course you get better photos with the big camera, but just like for that instantaneous stuff.
See, I am denied about doing the same thing. And I read somewhere that they were confiscating glasses when you came on board. And they weren't allowing you to have them because of obviously privacy and all that.
Oh, and I only wear them off the boat.
Yeah.
And I check with people, it's like, okay, I've got glasses on, there's a light.
Yeah.
But of course, because the world's evil, on Amazon you can buy stickers that cover up the light.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is.
What are you doing?
Yeah. And I always try and say that, I hope you don't mind, when we went to Gumbay, I put my camera
entertainment thing.
and I put my camera down and said, look, does anyone mind? I'm going to be filming this. Obviously if anyone had said yes, then I would have just gone, okay, no worries, I'll just not film it.
So is that GoPro or?
No, it is a Osmo Pocket 5.
Oh, okay.
So
it's got a stabiliser.
Yeah, so it's a built-in gimbal. And I like 500 quid, but I got all the gadgets that go with it.
That's great. I mean, with Osmo, the newer emerging Chinese firms, they just throw everything in it. You haven't got to worry about how much it's going to cost. But we're also getting a GoPro, and like by the time you spec the accessories, and the gimbal itself is like £500. Just like just ridiculous.
Hello, my friends. Tell me about your people.
Hello.
Okay, so this is Wayne. He's from Littlehampton.
Love it.
We're both from the UK, so we know where that is. On the south coast.
Right.
And his first date story. Actually, I want to just manifest a bit of positivity. So the best first date story was with his wife. They were set up on a blind date. They met outside a newspaper shop, and then out into the countryside, pub, the whole bit, and he met his soulmate. And that's the story. So best first date.
I love it. Well, there you go, my love. And next.
This is Chris. It's from Bedford.
Thank you.
Again from the UK. So it says go around and find a sailor that's head and tattoo. So let's see if they'll tell you where. Chris doesn't have one.
Oh.
But we had quite a long story regarding different things. So I've got surgical tattoos.
Right.
I've had radiotherapy done. And Chris can relate with that, obviously, with his partner. So it was a conversation. It's those sorts of.
We got kind of deep.
Yeah, we
I
did.
kind of like that though, as you should. That's what Grog Walk's about.
Oh, thank you.
Alrighty, my love. Thank you.
Thank you. Right.
Key.
Let's see what it unlocks.
It unlocks the right to get slightly more shit-faced on cocktails you
Yeah.
normally drink because they got fruit in.
But do you know what? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I am impressed with the drinks. Thank you.
Sorry?
This is gin based.
Yes, Tallgas gin with the wild pear liqueur.
Okay.
Yeah, we did talk about that, didn't we?
Gin based. Cheers.
Chin.
Gin base, yes. So it's got gin, lemon, honey, and winter pear liqueur.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Enjoy.
I will do. And
local
some
gin.
sort of Is that a lemon or is that a piece of pear? I think.
I think that's a dehydrated pear. As the joke goes, I like a nice pear.
Me too.
Speaking of which, my wife's just. So are you up to anything tomorrow in Juneau?
No, we've done
a tender thing.
Yeah,
right? So that's a bit tough.
So yeah, it was going to be really difficult for my wife to do the tender port.
Yeah.
So I think the plan we booked in for brunch at Razzle Dazzle.
Nice.
Tomorrow morning. So I said to her, because she was like, I know you want to be going to do the because I want to go and have a duck far at the Red Dog Saloon. But I think it's quite a walk from the port to where it is. So I said, well, look, you know,
I can make you one here.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I might be
You know how to make a duck fart?
I don't.
You squeeze it.
Oh.
So it's basically
whiskey, Kahlua, and
it's basically Kahlua with Baileys floated over and then whiskey on top. We in Ketchikan did went to Ketchikan, then we went to Sitka. We did a beer bike in Sitka. So there's like 12 of you on one of these bikes.
Oh, right.
Well, except we were like, we're moving. We're with our the guy who's taking us around on the bike, and a couple of our co-sailors didn't have great mobility, and we're like, they can do cycling. Went, it's an electric vehicle. The bike pedals are only there to charge it. But we went to a place called Pete's, and Pete's is run by Pete. And Pete's thing is a Boilermaker with a duck farm. Now, for me, a Boilermaker, you're going to drop the shot into the beer when you drink it. I said to him, I'm like, you want us to drop that in there? And he's like, you drink it before. I'm like, that's not what we'd call a Boilermaker. He's like, let's try it. Drop this thing in. That was a tough drink. The duck fart itself, fantastic. We had one on its own. So smooth, brilliant. But yeah, dropped into an IPA. That was
nice.
That was.
I like a drop of IPA.
Yeah.
Nice drop of IPA.
Well, I think that's what's been great with the craft beer movement. My son works for a company called Wells & Co. They're a brewer based in Bedford, and they've really gotten into their IPAs. We can't talk about beer in front of this guy because he's Belgian. So we're talking about beers. Did you get your IPA or what did you get?
No, we get African, which is what we Belgian.
Okay.
Well, the light is Belgian blonde.
Yeah.
We want a beer.
No, that's fair enough, isn't it? Yeah.
I thought for sure we get a beer.
It's one of those things. I'll get my 5 a day done, and then we're sorted. Exactly. But no, I think the craft beer movement's having gotten going now is really good. I think the only problem I found in the States is everywhere seems to be trying to just push the ABV up. So we're in Boston about 3 months ago and went into a bar just out of town and everything was 7% and up. And it's like, okay.
Also, they're trying to heavy or...
Yeah, they're going out. I mean, and
because they're always so weak in the States, right?
Yeah. But the craft stuff's great, but yeah. So my son works for a brewery in the UK, and they started scaling it back now because it's got a bit